Hello, friends, and welcome to another update regarding the war in Ukraine. And yes, guys, Ukraine destroyed another Fat Air Russian target. On the morning of April 19th, in the Stavropol territory, a Russian Tu-22M3 strategic bomber was shot down and crushed while launching Ha-22 missiles across Ukraine. One Russian pilot died, the another is missing, according to the governor of Stavropol territory, and two pilots managed to escape. The main directorate of Ukraine published footage of the operation to destroy the Tu-22M3 bomber. It was shot down at a distance of about 300 kilometers from Ukraine in the same way as the Russian A-50 long-range radar detection and control aircraft that was destroyed previously. This is, guys, the first successful case of destruction of the Russian strategic bomber in the air during its combat sortie. Another Russian propagandist died on the territory of Ukraine. Deceased journalist Semen Yeromin was one of the best war correspondents in the country, as reported by Russian media. He worked a lot in the different parts of occupied Ukraine, namely Mariupol, Azovstal, Marinka, but as a result he died from an Ukrainian FPV drone in the Zaporizhia region. Satellite images of the consequences of Ukrainian armed forces missile attacks on the Russian military airfield in Jankoy have appeared. The main Directorate of Intelligence of Ukraine reported that on April 17th, as a result of successful operation by the armed forces of Ukraine, the following were destroyed or damaged, namely 4 units of S-400 air defense missile launchers, 3 radar stations, air defense equipment control point, and Fundament M airspace surveillance equipment. The number of damaged or destroyed enemy aviation units, as well as the number of casualties among the personnel, is being clarified. And now, guys, let's talk about the situation on the front. But firstly, I want to quickly touch on the updated report from the General Staff of Ukraine. Over the past day, Ukrainian defenders eliminated 750 occupiers and demilitarized a significant amount of enemy equipment, namely 8 tanks, 21 armored personnel vehicles, and 20 artillery systems, guys. The Russian losses in the village of Novomikhailivka in the Donetsk region are just insanity. Paratroopers of the 79th Brigade, in 6 months of fightings in the area of the village of Novomikhailivka, destroyed 314 units of enemy equipment. This is confirmed information as of today. Novomikhailivka is just a small village of 100 people which the Russian occupiers tried to assault with nearly 30,000 troops. Russian forces sent tanks and armored personnel vehicles to the area every day, not sparing their own infantry. And its surroundings are now one of the largest cemeteries of enemy equipment from the Russo-Ukrainian War. In the Kremina direction, the 63rd Brigade showed footage of a combat work of its tank against enemy dugout. During the shooting, the tank was hit by a Russian mortar, but there was no damage. As a result of the attack, the enemy infantry fled from their positions, and then the dugout was cleared by our soldiers. Another Serebransky forest in the Kremina direction completely evaporated due to constant combats on this part of the front. In this video you can see destroyed positions of the Russian armed forces in this forest. In these extremely difficult conditions, fighters of the defense forces of Ukraine fight against Russians every day. The Joint Group Inquisition of the 59th Brigade continued to use Fat drones against enemy infantry, and now their direct speech. The occupiers were hiding in the house where our mammoth visited. After arrival of our giant, the house turned into their burial place. The Russians continued to make turtles of their tanks and hang strange things around them in every possible way. A toilet and everything valuable was stolen from the house of a Russian soldier in Buryatia. The house was broken into twice. This is reported by the Russian newspaper Moscow's Komsomolets. A special military operation participant from Ulan-Ude complained about a house robbery and car theft. According to Alexander, he returned from the combat zone in early March and an unpleasant surprise awaited him at home. Take a look, guys.
Что-то дома не осталось, почти ничего.
Эта комната осталась в том же состоянии, в котором она была после грабителей. Хозяева дома пока не успели здесь убраться. Как видно, преступники сломали здесь диван, разбросали игрушки, другие вещи. А книги из домашней библиотеки, например, использовали в качестве растопки.
Но украли не только ценные вещи. Среди пропаж различная одежда, женские ботинки и даже термометр.
Эти персонажи, получается, вынесли весь шкаф полностью. На весну детей переодевать и одевать не в чего. Я сам сейчас в жилетке хожу, потому что даже мои одежду забрали. Даже до смешного они сняли унитаз. То есть зачем, для чего. И самое это интересное, весь мусор, который после разборки унитаза здесь был, они аккуратно сложили в урну. Меня вот один момент интересует, где мораль? То есть я убываю добровольцем на СВО, то есть я воюю в чужой стране, я на чужой земле буквально кровь свою проливал за свой народ, за свою республику, то есть за жителей нашей Бурятии. А по возвращении оттуда я обнаружил, что мне вскрывают дома, угоняют машину и обчищают его. То есть где мораль?
Where is the moral? Asked the occupier who also stole toilets and killed civilians in the other country. Karma in action, guys. And now some news about the artillery shells for Ukraine. Ukraine will receive the first projectiles from the Czech Republic in June this year. This was reported by the Prime Minister of the Czech Republic. We can already buy approximately 500,000 large caliber ammunition. Almost 200,000 are now contracted and another 300,000 are under contract. Dutch Defense Minister Kajsa Ollongren stated that the Netherlands has allocated more than 2 million euros to new initiatives for quick delivery of air defense and artillery ammunition for Ukraine. Residents of Slovakia who did not support the position of their government, which didn't join the initiative of the Czech Republic to purchase ammunition for Ukraine, collected more than 2 million euros to buy shells for Ukraine. We cannot accept the fact that our government refuses to help our neighbor, said the head of the fundraising. There is also encouraging news regarding additional air defense supplies for Ukraine. NATO allies agreed to step up and provide further military support for Ukraine, including air defense. I expect new announcements soon, said Jens Stoltenberg after the NATO Ukraine Council meeting. Ukraine urgently needs air defense systems to counter Russia's attacks. I expect clear commitments from the European Union member states at Monday's Foreign Affairs Council, said Joseph Borrell. At the same time, President Zelensky, at the meeting of the Ukraine NATO Council, said that Ukraine needs 7 more Patriot or similar air defense systems, delivery of the promised million shells as soon as it possible, and long-range weapons. Putin must be brought down from heaven to earth, and our skies must become safe again, he said. Okay guys, that's all for today. Thank you for watching the video till the end. If you like it, you can subscribe or give a video a big thumbs up. It will help me a lot. Thank you guys and see you soon. Bye bye.